Hey, what's going on, you guys? This is Hyperion-Blue-GT champion, so looks like it's time to get ready to continue on to make another Total Drama fan art library on Gran Turismo Sport. So, looks like after I just made the Screaming Gophers library design on the Mitsubishi Lancer Evolution Final Edition Gr.4, so looks like it's time to go red for the Killer Bass on the Subaru WRX Gr.4, and this is going to be quite very good to be able to give I recommend selected choice for it. So looks like this is going to be quite very good to see it, which is definitely quite very cool. Now looks like this is going to be quite very good to see it. Good thing I might be able to go and start it out with using the red color for it, but you know, the red color might be able to be quite very good to choose with. That'll be able to quite give me a little bit much surprise to see it for it. But then, looks like this is going to have to be quite very good different specific types for each other section boards. So this is going to be quite very good on the other spot boards. So looks like this is going to be quite good to scroll all the way right into it, because I still have other colors after the purple one board. Well, I kind of think that the pink section is definitely a lot of it. That'll be able to come a long way until whenever it's going to be reached at the red color section board. Now, looks like this is going to be quite very good to see it. Now this is definitely quite giving a good use for the red aluminum metallic. So this is going to be quite good. So it also depends to choose a different red color whenever it's going to be chosen by now. So this is going to be quite good to see it here. So it may be able to use for the real car paint, or actually the aluminum metallic will be able to get and finally used in. So this is going to be quite getting good effort for this design board. So looks like this is going to be quite giving the differences to be able to be shown. Now looks like I'll be able to choose a different rim style wheel board, because it might be able to have something to choose with. So looks like I might have to say it to choose which rim style that's definitely good for the WRX Gr.4 to be able to select in it. So maybe the Work MCO Racing CS is definitely quite giving a good red color. No need to change any color styles as recommended as possible. So I kind of think that the car number 11 would be able to be given in from here on out. And also, it also going to be on the yellow headlights to be able to change it in then. So let's begin to start out with this fine custom-made library. So I kind of think that a pattern should be able to go choosing in by default will be able to go on board. So it has to be choosing for only less than the decal will be able to go right in it. Well, probably this is going to be a good decal chosen by then. Okay, so let's just get everything skewered up. So this will be quite giving in by a single default, and then let's just decrease the depth limit. Will also to give a better bind position. So looks like this is going to be very nice decal. So let's just get to go and automatically use this one to choose this color. So this is going to be fine, perfect then. Well, I kind of think that the Super brand was quite able to be chosen by black and white. So I kind of think that where is the official brand logo? Well, maybe this is gonna have to give it a much try to place it right here, and then I'll be able to put the Killer Bass logo in. Okay, so this time this will be quite giving much better to be efficient to see it in board. Well, I really guess that this is going to be quite very good, interesting to putting up another Total Drama Ireland themed library style board. So this is going to be quite very impressive board. Now, even so, I kind of think that the red color might be able to give it a little bit much better chance to see it. Now, let's just gonna have to check back in, and let's just gonna have to choose a different type. So, maybe this one should be definitely brighter to see it. Well, I kind of think the red one fluorescent is definitely quite giving a good chosen color for it. So this is gonna be quite very good. So I might be able to do a little reminder check on it. So this is going to be brighter red for it. Now let's just gonna to see it if this is going to be quite placing the TDI logo, and let's just gonna to move the Killer Bass logo. So maybe I'm just gonna have to go with the decal management board. So this is gonna have to make it even organized for it. Now, let's just kind of go and start out with the GT Association logo by the start. Well, I've always loved this logo decal to be able to be putting in on the side. So this is going to be quite represent like the other cars. Okay, so looks like picking on in to use with YouTube, we'll be able to go place it right here. And then I really guess that, does it has the STI logo? Well, the aftermarket logo doesn't show anything. It only has to use it on aftermarket as a downloaded decal. So this is going to be quite very good for it. So that one is the original, but I kind of think I might need a the newer style of the STI. So, well, I kind of think that I'll be able to do a little bit more discover section to be able to search in for. Well, maybe I might be able to stick with the old style STI logo, so this is going to be quite very good. So maybe this one should be place it right here. But don't worry, I'll just have to give it a little bit better update decal to see it import. So I'll be able to leave this decal it is. And is that a R1 Titan logo style was definitely added in? Well, yes it is. It is definitely quite added in for more, and there's a Amuse Speedster for it. I kind of think that there's some more Amuse logos has definitely added in for it. So looks like this is going to be quite very excited to see it. Wow, I kind of think that official decals are definitely quite coming on in for it. Now, let's just kind of get everything GoPro at it. Now, I kind of think that I also still have some 3 fictional logos I just added in for it. Well, maybe I'll be able to try one of them later on for it. So, here on out, I might be able to use for the Fresh TV logo, we'll be able to go and give it all in. So this is going to be quite giving a much better Fresh to do it. Now, let's just gonna have to see it in for it to choose any decals I have to choose for it. So maybe Phantom might be able to give it much chance to do it some. Okay, that's might be pretty good. There's the Deep Unity Art logo will be going right in. So I kind of think that different tire style might be able to go with the Toyo. That might be very good to see it for it. So maybe let's just gonna put it right here at the bottom. So this is gonna be able to give 4 more space left. Now gonna have to keep going, and then let's just gonna do some more decal search for it. Just gonna have to do a little bit much hesitation on it. Okay, so let's see. Padrona's Racing is... Okay, so definitely that has the red letter style in it. Has to be putting on the white one by giving an alternate choose. Well, actually, maybe let's just gonna put this decal in, so that might be able to change it in later on for it. Okay, so it's just gonna use the apex. We'll be able to give it all in. Okay, that's pretty good. So looks like this will be able to be put in black. So gonna have to putting on a different relocation to see it. Okay, so let's just gonna change back into a white one because this is might be able to good see it. Now eventually, let's just gonna replace this decal and put the current one to be able to be relocate. So this is gonna be quite giving a good look to be shown on the tail lights on it. So that might be able to have some build decals to be put it in. Now looks like this is gonna be good. So let's put this decal in. Okay, you can't do it without the Cartoon Network logo. We'll be able to give it all in. And also the Teletoon will be quite precisely going in for it as well. Now, maybe let's just gonna put the Gran Turismo logo, so this is gonna be a good position to be right here. If this is gonna be quite good, so, well, I kinda think that might be a good spot for it. Now, looks like everything is all be placed in, so let's just get it all over on the right side. So before that, I might be able to make a stop on the STI logo when it's separately placed. So that might be able to give a much important thing to do. Alright, so looks like this is going to be taking a little bit quick stop before I'll be putting right here. So this one might be able to put this position here, and then let's just keep going for more. Well, if this is gonna have to be putting up a better spot for it, that might be able to give it a right tight end. So this will give it much reminder check. Okay, so let's just replace the layer, and then let's just gonna make a white one for it. Okay, there you go. That might be giving the better spot. Now, only got a few more left until this will be able to be moving on in on the hood. So, looks like this is going to be pretty good. Now, only thing I might need to add some more additional decals to be able to put on. So, this will have to give it much better in for. So, I would like to recommend to be putting on the Total Drama Island logo right here, and then it'll be able to be placing right next to the STI aftermarket logo. So this will be able to give it right here, because this is going to be quite very good to putting on the Subaru brand logo. Just always gonna make sure if it's definitely quite very precisely to be checked on. Yep, looks like it only has a few more spaces on the hood for this WRX. Now it's just gonna have to be placed. The Killer Bass logo symbol will be sized them up a little bit much larger. Well, maybe probably I'll have to add one of the fictional logos I just have that might be able to give it better chance to see it. So let's just get into putting on the InSport Tech. Will give it much better find space to do it. Okay, it looks like the hood's all done. Now, looks like I might be able to do some more check on the rear before the front. That'll be able to give it much better chance to see it. So, looks like this will have to go in and place this one to be able on front. So probably I might be able to use the yellow arrow, will be able to go by in. So this is going to be quite very important to have the red color to be covered up in the whole body section. So definitely this might be able to putting on a different aftermarket logo style will be able to give it all in. Okay, so let's just going to use the GT Planet logo. We'll be able to put it all in here. So this is going to be quite giving better to support the website for covering the world of Gran Turismo. Okay, that's one. Now let's just gonna have to add a second one. We'll be able to go in. So always gonna have to putting on the yellow arrow will be able to be reminded. Now maybe let's just gonna have to see if there's any tow hook and extinguisher might be able to be putting on board. Well, I might be able to check on the interior to be look at. Well, I'll be able to give a little bit of check later on board, because it is definitely used as a standard vehicle for the Subaru. Okay, so this is going to be quite good. So maybe this is going to have to giving a better spot for the front one board. So this is going to be quite giving all in. So looks like this is going to have to do this like the last time I just made the. This time I just putting on the Mitsubishi Lancer Gr.4. So looks like this is going to be a good position for the Subaru spot board. That might be able to be represent like one of the buying replica Livery sports, but it is quite giving a little bit better to see it. Okay, looks like this is gonna be good. So maybe almost there, folks. Looks like this is gonna have to be putting up some few final touches left. Now, looks like this is gonna have to take a lot of more piece of hard work to be able to be ready up and done. Well, it also depends to choose which type of colors to be able to putting on the wing type for it. So it is gonna be quite getting good pick to be choose. So looks like this is gonna have to do this to be putting on the STI logo will be painted in white. Now, looks like this is gonna have to take a little bit reminder check on it. Okay, that's better. So, looks like this decal and whole library is all done, and now let's just take a quick look to see how it turns out. Well, looks like this is going to be now fully race ready. So this is going to be putting on the 2-color type. So I would like to be able to be putting on bright red. Well, it's going to be a fully light red board. So maybe this is going to have to do a little bit of color picker by type. So this is going to be able to go all the way here. So this is going to have to make it much better to see it. So, looks like this is going to be a good color spot board. So, looks like this is going to make a TDI Killer Bass WRX Gr.4. Okay, so this is good. Now, looks like let's save and confirm it, then let's get ready for the race. Well, I hope this is going to be quite very good for having a lot of few more to-do lists to be keep making a lot more expand and grow with a Vision Total Drama fan art project boards. So maybe I might be able to be recommend for putting up to get started on the Revenge of the Island character design group. So maybe if I could probably have to receive a Bugatti Veyron, the standard hypercar vehicle, that might be able to give it a little bit of good start board. But well, I might be able to go in A through C's in all in order design category type boards. That might be able to give it a little bit of time. So looks like this is going to be a library set ready, and now let's get ready to take the track. Well, probably before that, I might be able to go and change racing gear outfit, so that might be able to give it much better to represent. So let's just kind of switch one of my custom made helmets and race suit I just made. Alright, set for swimming with the bass sport. So let's get going and let's do it. Well, luckily, it also has to change the driver profile, so looks like this is going to be quite very good. Now, for this challenge that I might be able to race for it, so this is going to be quite very good to be able to race on the Fuji Speedway. Lucky guess for the September update, and this is going to be quite very good to be able to be amazed. So, I might be able to call in for having an afternoon time, so let's just kind of grab the Killer Bass WRX Gr.4 and then let's get ready to go. So, definitely most of you Total Drama fans who really want to watch one of my videos to be able to be made for it. So, it is all about making the next generation of Total Drama fan art design was born with designing a vehicle will be built to be perfectly to be raced on a track. But anyway, this is going to be a quite perfect opportunity to make sure that if any TD fans really want to watch this Livery design video for it, so this is going to be a one-way ticket to give some entertainment support. So probably I might be able to start out for it because I might be able to do 5 laps for this race. So this is going to have to do it, go pro at it. Well, speaking of which, after the 5 laps race begin, so this is going to be quite very good to do it. So looks like this is going to have to do it on the mechanical damage on light. So that might be able to get started for. And before that, I'll make sure I'll update this Livery design to be added up with the extinguisher and the kill switch on. So that might be make sure that it was FIA regulations approved to be needed in for. The WRX is definitely now prepped up to be prepared, so it looks like it's about to get started. Alright, so looks like Fuji Speedway first, then Suzuka second, and now it's gonna get everything to be setting up for it. So I might be able to be giving a little bit better adjustment by putting up in 1, so that might be able to be adjusted for only 381. So definitely all-wheel drives might be able to go give it a better boost to kick it up for it. So looks like no longer need for the torque distribution board because LSD might be able to be turned on for. So looks like let's get ready to go and let's swim all the way to first place. Okay, here we go. 5 laps on Fuji Speedway. It's going underway. This is going to be quite getting a good improvement to be able to adjust. Okay, let's give him a tight squeeze, follow through. Just going to have some room before this will have to give a much better turn. Okay, very good. Looks like things about to get a little bit better to be in prop for it. Well, luckily the Total Drama logo on the wing part was actually shown to be seen. Well, looks like this is going to be quite giving you a better chance to see it when you're using the WRX Gr.4. Well, I really guess that I'm just going to keep making more Total Drama fan art libraries before I'll be able to be continuing on in sport mode whenever I'm about to get ready. After I'm about to do some finishing up for some practice training boards with all the racing category division and also the standard road car productions will be along with it as well. This maybe gives a little bit much harder if any other GT players will be able to give a little bit of surprise for our comeback theory. Okay, that's pretty good. Well, looks like this is going to be quite currently on the 9th place for it. Okay, here comes back onto the first turn. Just give it a little bit of sharp hairpin. Well, I kind of think I've always loved Fuji Speedway. Was definitely the good racetrack for the WEC cars, and Super GT race cars was definitely quite very good to use to race with. But it is all about speed and concentration for it. It also gives a little bit much motivation to give a lot more chances to win. But maybe you know, I kind of think that today is the month of October. Well, I kind of think that the first anniversary is about to be coming up soon. Hope this is going to be quite very surprisingly before Halloween comes. Well, speaking of Halloween, I kind of think that if anything else, I'm about to start making a fan-made tale. Well, this is going to be quite very surprisingly for it. Just like a fan-made Halloween tale story for it. I'll just have to come up and think about it because, well, actually I still have a lot of videos to be able to do a lot more development for it. But don't worry, until October 31st on Halloween, I might be able to have this video to be on black and white, so this is going to be a classic Halloween movie part for it. So in case you guys really want to have a Halloween special custom race event. So this will also take on a fan-made tale on the race event. That will be able to give a little bit of dramatical story moment. Okay, looks like things about getting a little bit of halfway there. Now, looks like I'm on the 6th. Let's just get everything to fast things up for it because Subaru Killer Fast WRX is not gonna end up in 2nd or any other place. Let's just keep drafting up for more. Just kind of keeping in for more. Okay, that's pretty much. Careful. Only got 3 cars left before I'm passing on to the Patriot RCC Gr.4. Mustang is really tough enough to catch up to making the Gr.4, and this is gonna get a little bit much further closer in. Wow, pretty clever, but the Mustang really wants to be in the first place winning spot for it. So this is going to be quite very good to be able to be adding up with yellow and red colors for it. Well, just like Total Drama All-Stars with team names for it. Yellow for the heroic hamsters and the red for the villainous vultures. Well, looks like this is going to be quite differences like survival heroes versus villains even. So this is going to be quite very good design to be added up for the Vision Total Drama fan art design update for it. And ooh, quite getting a little bit closer slammed up for it. Come on. This Killer Bass can also swim its way to first place. Just give it a little bit much more adjustment throttle. Ouch, that's a little bit of steep hit. There we go. Looks like first place, courtesy of the Killer Bass, folks. This is going to be quite getting a little bit better impressive for it. Whoa, man. Jeez, a little bit of having a racing drama theory for it. That almost could cause an accident. Almost there. Just going to take a long stretch before the final lap kicks in. Hope this is going to be quite very good. Well, I hope Superheroes Cat 2000 can also watch this, because that will be quite very surprisingly. Comment about which vehicle are you using. Well, actually I asked him that I'm using a Total Drama Island Killer Bass Livery theme style on the Subaru WRX. That would be quite very impressive to give a little bit much surprisingly impressed. Oh yeah, looks like the 5th lap. I guess this might be a very good moment. Well, actually, I might be able to cut a little bit of personal comment talk for it, because I might be able to keep focusing on for this race. Okay, that's very good. Keep at it. Wow, luckily, glad this is going to be quite very good for having a little bit of good run test for it. Okay, looks like the Renault Sport Megane really wants to take a little bit of take back. Just give it a little bit much further in. Oh man, that's so close. Just gonna have to take a little bit better chance to do it. Okay, here comes the final stretch. Now, only have to keep an eye out on the Megane Gr.4. Guess this FF car really wants to take first place badly for it. So, looks like this is a pretty good run. Well, looks like this is going to be a quite good test for it, because race 1 is definitely quite giving a good complete. So, I'll make sure I'll be able to get ready. Be able to race on Suzuka for the next round. Well, looks like this is going to be quite very good for the Killer Bass for the Subaru WRX. Now, looks like this will be able to be racing in on Japan for it, because that might be a very good pick for it. So, looks like this is going to be quite getting a good daytime for it, just having a fine weather for it. Well, you know, this is going to be quite getting pretty good for it, for having a little bit of regular time for having this race. But maybe sport mode can also has a lot of good custom-made livery design made by other players who really wants to give it a little bit much more appreciation, to give a little bit support. So I'll make sure that this is going to have to take a little bit much time to do a lot more Total Drama fan art design to be able to be made with any other specific designs of each categorized vehicles to be able to race on in. And okay, so looks like Suzuka Circuit is going to be on the next round for it. So this might be able to give it a little bit much spare for it. So let's go for it. That Killer Bass really wants to dominate Suzuka Circuit, because this will also take a lot of good fast run times for in each lap for every Group 4 race. Okay, now always gonna have to be seeing the double cones whenever you're gonna go brake at it, and whoa, easy there. Whereas if you don't want to get too rough on it, that may be giving a little bit of a total aggressive. Go. keep at it. Just make sure, keep focusing on the NSX whenever I'm guiding through. Okay, so it looks like the Lexus RCF was actually in the way. Just give it a little bit much closer in. Oh, triple overtake while taking that hairpin corner. That might be quite very good. That's pretty good. This is gonna have to give it a little bit better, more improvement statistics. Well, definitely statistics. What I'm just actually gonna have to say on my tongue for it. Okay, let's just give it a little bit much better grab to go in. And got through out and out and reached through the chicane. This might be giving a little bit better to do an out and out technique corner. Will also give it a much better fast through. Okay, second lap down, only 3 left to go. Okay, looks like the RTC is definitely going on a different lane section to go through faster for it. Okay, looks like the gear con is definitely quite getting good, better handling skills for it, like the Subaru WRX. Well, that might be giving a little bit much better, more pressure in for it. Okay, run fast, run to first place, catch up while you can. So it looks like still going on for it. So might be able to strategize while having a little bit of force run racing for it. So I might be able to be imagined that several of the AI opponents are the main strong players. That might be able to give a little bit much better card to beat them all in. And make sure it'll be able to take a little bit much struggle to come in first place. Okay, so let's switch into zero and see how the action can go. One out and out through corner coming, slip right at it. Alright, so it looks like two Renault Sport Magnes are definitely quite coming in on the top 3, followed up by the Audi TT Cup car. Looks like the Volkswagen Scirocco was definitely quite coming in by 4th place. This is gonna have to give it a little bit better chance to see it. Switch back onto 1, and this will have to give it better handling to do it. Okay, so looks like Scirocco just definitely quite giving a hard better move. Good. Stay at it. Oh man. Don't want to get cut off the track. Just always kind of have to pretend that the tarmac is the water. And the grasslands are also, well, always be the grasslands, of course. There we go. Looks like Scirocco is in 5th. Now, time to get a little bit much closer to the top 3. perfectly fits. Now, looks like two Renault Sport Meganes are definitely quite coming in for it because the fast is definitely swimming coming right towards them because it won't need to be hidden at the base. It just always give it a little bit much swim to be able to swim fast through. Okay, let's pass that Megane Cup car and then let's go follow through to the Gr.4. Pass on to the chicane, just get everything go through, then end that corner and then move to a new lap. Hope this is gonna have to take a little bit much more time to give a little bit of increase of a new fastest lap. Hope I could probably keep practicing more for it. So this is gonna be quite getting a little bit concentration for all-wheel drive Gr.4 cars. If this is gonna have to beat the FF cars, that might be giving a little bit much harder concentration to be able to get focused in. Okay, that's good. Only got one lap left to go until the final lap begins. Still got more time to do it. Better just keep at it and then this will be all good. Well, looks like the Megane Gr.4 and the Trophy Cup car are definitely quite giving a little bit much more time to race hard for the all-wheel drive car. That might be able to give a little bit to step on to be as the pro expert. Oh yeah, actually, the headlights on the yellow style might be able to be quite giving a good look on it. So this is going to be perfectly useful for it. So, well, I think TDI style might be able to be putting on yellow headlights will be able to be quite get to be shown in. It's the final lap. Looks like this is gonna have to break the new fastest lap time to be ever yet, folks. This is gonna have to take a little bit much concentration to do it without fail. This will have to keep it tasted up a notch. I am really gonna have to finishing up this racing test for the Killer Badge Livery design for it, and this is gonna have to do it 100% grade A run. This will also have to take a 1 gap distance to be able to be marked on the purple one for it. Okay, it looks like Green's about to get a little bit much closer in. Had to beat the new fastest lap time because 2 minutes and 13 seconds is definitely quite giving the hard current moment. Keep it up for it. Looks like Megane Gr.4 is still in the second place. Just trying to keep up. Come on, let's see which the purple mark has got to say. Okay, still on the blue. Well, looks like it actually changed on the blue. Because this might be good news for it. Oh no. Chicane failed. Okay, that calls it. That's a bad, nasty turn towards the end of the race of the single lap. So, looks like this is definitely a good race set complete. Well, I might be able to keep working on with the WRX on Suzuka circuit because that was quite getting a little bit of hard turn on it. So, looks like this is going to be a good race for today. Well, turns out what's left at least for it. Now, looks like this is going to be good. Daily workout finished and done. And looks like this is going to be quite very good for the killer bass for the Subaru WRX Gr.4. So, let's see if this is going to be quite good for the daily workout finish. Hope possibly that... Oh yes, the Ferrari. Give me that Ferrari. Ah, no, so close. I am really gonna... Well, probably I'll take the yellow GT by Citroen Gr.4. Man, everybody always gets a 1% chance of getting that historic race car because the P330 was actually coming right in for it. So, I really guess that this is gonna have to buy some few color sports. So, it looks like the orange one is gonna be good on the number 1 mate and the liquid metallic. So, I'll just make sure I'll get that historic race car next time when it's definitely quite getting in. Okay, so no rim styles to be purchased, so it's all checked. Well, looks like Killer Bass has definitely marked entering to its Gr.4 category regulations to be able to be chosen in for. Well, you know, this is going to be quite very good to see it for it because it will be almost done on the Total Drama Island category division type or division Vision Total Drama fan art design board. So looks like it will be almost done for it. So definitely I'll be able to get back to do more Total Drama action fan art library design boards. So I'll be able to be putting in on the GT by Citroen Gr.4 and the Volkswagen Scirocco will be able to be putting in for. So it'll be able to be choosing in from here on out for it. So I'll just gonna have to save it for the Group 1 prototype race cars until later on for. Okay folks, glad that you enjoyed this video and I hope you liked this library. Thank you very much. And don't forget to click like, comment, and subscribe on YouTube. And also the links on the description down below in case if you're interested that you want to see more. So, looks like I'll be able to continuing on for more Vision Total Drama fan art designs that I'll be able to keep working on for my Ultimate TV project. So, thanks for watching, and I'll see you guys next time to continuing on for more custom race event on Gran Turismo Sport. And have a good day, you guys. Keep on racing. Stay cool.